guys, and welcome back to Mystery Truth. Archaeologists stunned as oldest remains of human ancestors exceeds wildest dreams. Archaeologists were stunned after discovering new bone fragments belonging to a mysterious ancestor of the modern-day human. An international team led by researchers from German and Italian institutions has identified 5 new human fossils in the famous Denisova Cave in the Altai Mountains in Siberia. The fossils have been described as the oldest known remains of a prehistoric human lineage known as the Denisovans. On the evolutionary tree, the Denisovans or Denisova are an extinct hominin species that thrived across Asia during the Lower and Middle Paleolithic period, that is the Old Stone Age. Very little is known about these species, and what scientists have discovered to date is based mostly on DNA analysis. But the new discovery is bound to shed some light on the prehistoric species, and scientists are excited to properly analyze the fossils. The remains, which include 3 Denisovans and 1 Neanderthal, have been dated to about 200,000 years ago. They were found among other items of interest, including stone tools and food use, giving some insight into the adaptation strategies of these early hominins as they spread across Eurasia. Denisova Cave sits in the Altai Mountains in southern Siberia, where 11 years ago, scientists unearthed the first evidence of the Denisovan species. This happened when they analyzed the genetic material of a pinky bone, revealing in the process a previously unknown human group. And yet, according to the Max Planck Institute in Germany, scientists have struggled to make any major Denisova fossil discoveries since. The remains are extremely fragmentary and difficult to spot among the animal bones littering the cave. And without access to a proper set of fossils, scientists are unable to learn about when the Denisovans arrived at the site, lived, and interacted with each other. The researchers were consequently absolutely thrilled to have found not 1, but 3 sets of new Denisovan fossils. Samantha Brown, a doctoral student with Katrina Doka at the Department of Evolutionary Anthropology of the University of Vienna, said, "Finding 1 new human bone would have been cool, but 5? This exceeded my wildest dreams." Professor Doka added, "We were stunned to discover new human bone fragments, preserving intact biomolecules from such ancient layers." The researchers, together with colleagues in Germany and Russia, extracted and analyzed protein and DNA samples from nearly 4,000 bone fragments recovered in the cave, using a technique called peptide fingerprinting, or ZooMS, which is zooarchaeology by mass spectroscopy. They focused on the oldest layer of material dating back as early as 200,000 years ago. Until now, scientists have been unable to find any human layers in this litter. After analyzing some 3,800 fragments measuring no more than 1.5 inches in length, Ms. Brown identified 5 bones matching the profile of a human. Of these 5 fragments, 4 contained enough DNA to reconstruct their mitochondrial genomes. 3 of these were found to align with the genetic makeup of Denisovans and 1 of the Neanderthals. And because the fossils have been dated to 200,000 years ago, they represent the oldest known remains of the Denisovan species. Dr. Diendo Marcellani, a postdoctoral researcher from the Max Planck Institute of Evolutionary Anthropology in Leipzig, said, "Denisova is an amazing place for a DNA preservation, and we have now reconstructed genomes from some of the oldest and best preserved human fossils." Wow, astonishing, amazing. What do you have to say concerning this? Drop your comments in the comment section, and don't forget to subscribe to this channel. Thank you very much.